Hello everyone, this will be the review of game MatchyGotchy Z, and the key was provided by developer. This is something very strange. It's a Tamagotchi game which tries to be an idle game, an incremental game, and it fails for some reason, which is very strange because those idle incremental games are very similar, and all you need to do is to copy one of them and it would work. And what is more, there is another game very similar to this one from the same developer, I think. I think it's free even, and they both have DLC. The problem is that I couldn't really find much gameplay in it, so I'm gonna give it one more try. Just go around, look for something more than what I can show you in like 30 seconds, and then I will sum up if it's really this bad. I think it's bad because it just lacks content, but maybe I'm missing the whole layer of something. So if I'm missing something, you can tell me in the comments. Let's check options. Yeah, there isn't much. I'm gonna go very low with the sound, or maybe even no sound. Maybe no sound because it's gonna be very loud and annoying. Yeah, you can reset personalities, which means changing your Tamagotchi creatures, which I already have 7 of. And I guess you can also reset game, but I don't want to reset game, so let's go back. So not much here, just 2 sliders. Right, I'm gonna go back, and we have those creatures. 7 creatures. For some reason, the last one is impossible to be done, or at least I couldn't. So I went all the way through 7 creatures. It took me some time. I unlocked them, and basically, well, then I started using the same one, the first one actually, because they all do the same, for what I understand. So basically, I pick one creature. Maybe we'll check where exactly. Yeah, this is gonna just make noises and make ships. As you can see, it makes ships quite quickly. I will maybe click a few items here. So yeah, this is the choice. What is Starbase map? Let's see. This is not yet done. Alright, this is early access. Here you can buy games or food, which are very useless to be honest, unless they are passive upgrades, which is not explained. So I just don't necessarily use them. You can buy stuff like this. It says idles 3% more effectively. It doesn't say for how long. So either it's a passive stackable bonus or it's a one-time bonus. I have no idea what's the deal, but well, I'm just gonna skip it for now. And they go, of course, up to very high numbers, up to like thousands of ships made, and then you can use the more expensive one, which is like bigger boost, right? But those boosts are rather small unless they stack, so there is a bit of a problem here with understanding why would you go for it. And then you have games which basically serve the same purpose as giving your Tamagotchi creature snacks or food, which you can just do. You can just give them snacks and food for free. You don't have to play games with them or buy those expensive foods. It seems completely useless. So I'm gonna for now skip it. And what is else here? Zealandia, yes. So here you sell the ships, right? The more you have, as you can see here, if you have like 280 ships, it's worth almost 1,000. But if you have 43, it's only worth 45. So then you get just more per ship. So you have to wait and sell in bulk. Stardust Office, yeah, this is kinda like a help menu. Alright. And you can also press B, which gives you very strange info like this. I'm gonna check if it's visible. Yeah, it is. It gives you some info about the personality of the creature. Basically, you can reward it for doing something. Maybe I'm gonna go back to game once more, back and into it. Okay, I have to clean it. Yeah, so you can do all that stuff that you do on a phone with Tamagotchi. Clean your creature, right? It's cleaned. You can also make selfie if it desires selfie. If it needs heart, you give it snacks. If it needs food, you give it food. If, well, games, I guess games also give you hearts or maybe also food. Hard to say really, what's the point? It doesn't even ask for games, so you can just do this. Alright, it's a selfie. When it's sick, you give it health, and that's it. So basically you click buttons. If you don't click buttons, it's gonna die, and you have to make it from the scratch, I mean hatch it and make it again. And all it does, it makes ships, and then you sell ships and you have money, which is rather useless because there is really nothing to buy for the money, and unless you want to buy games or food. But there is nothing I found that you could buy for it. Like there is nothing like 1000 Zs and then you get an upgrade or something permanent. At least I couldn't find it, so I don't know what's the purpose of it. For instance, now I could, let's say, where is it? I could just sell it, right? I can sell it. I have slightly more money and then keep going, right? So that's all I do. Basically, this is what you do. You look at your character, it makes noises. You push two buttons, food or snacks, and then pretty much it keeps making ships. And when it's dirty, you clean it. When it's sick, you give it health. When it wants selfie, you make a selfie. And games are pretty much probably snacks and food or something like this. This is okay. This is not operational as well. Yes, selling ships, choosing creatures. This is, what is it? Yeah, this is the market that we have seen, and those are options. So from what I see, that's it. And I might be missing something. Maybe if you click something somewhere, something happens, but I couldn't find it. So for me, this is the game, and this is not enough. Well, you make 8 characters and you make them the same way. You have to wait until your star becomes level 3, or basically gets pants and some headgear or something like that, two pieces of clothes, and then it's leveled, and then it starts working faster. So after it levels twice, you can make another one. So you just go here, you pick another one, and do the same. Like this one is leveled. It does the same, just slower. Well, probably slower. Well, maybe faster. I don't know. It does the same thing, right? And you can click it. Let me. Okay. So you click it, and I guess it helps it understand that you wanted to make those ships. But that's the only thing that you do in the game, right? All you do is make ships. So you just click it. You give it thumb up. Yeah, make more ships. Right? Make more ships. Keep making them, and that's it. That's the game. So either I'm missing something, or that's it. And if that's it, that's way not enough. I know it's cute. I know it's, well, kinda entertaining for a short time, but it gets boring very quickly, and it doesn't have this very long leveled sequenced progression that normal, or pretty much any incremental idle game has. So I would say it just lacks content. That's pretty much it. That's all I could find in the game playing it. I'm gonna even check how long I played it, because I was grinding. Yeah, I was grinding it for 3 hours actually, before I had all the characters. I was really looking for something else, but I couldn't. All I found was this. All I found was 8 creatures making ships, and that gives you money. And well, that's it, right? You make money, and you keep staring at it, and then you make a selfie, right? And repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. You can even really click it. I mean, you can give it this thumb up, but I'm not sure if it's really doing much. Besides, if you click at the wrong moment, it's not gonna help you make it build ships, because you can click when it's doing something else, and then the creature will think that you wanted to, let's say, bounce around, but you don't. You don't only wanted to not levitate like this. You wanted to actually just make ships. I'm gonna try to click it quickly. Right, now it does nothing, right? So I'm not gonna help with that action. Yeah, please make more ships. Be nice. Okay. Okay, I can click it, right? So I'm supporting the ship production. And I supported it, I guess. And now it's goofy again. Right, guys, so that's the game. Sadly, I can't show you more because I couldn't find anything more. Not sure what DLC does, not sure how the free version of this game is different, but if that's what it offers, this is one of the smallest incremental games I ever played. So it's very, very short, and it won't be satisfying. So how many points I would give it? Not much. I would give it 2. It works correctly, and it's quite well drawn to some extent. Graphics are okay, maybe cute, maybe funny for a very short time, but it very much lacks content, and because of that it's way below standard, because those games are usually long, well, quite boring and repetitive, also quite a waste of time, but at least they are long, at least they give you some satisfaction when you actually finish them. They have multiple layers of progression, and there is nothing like this here to be found. That's it. So for me that's not enough. Alright guys, I'm gonna go back somehow. Maybe let's see if this works. Title menu. Let's go to title menu maybe. Right. So that was all I could find about this game. I cannot recommend it because it's just 2 or 3 hours of grind and you have all the characters. And if I'm missing something, then please explain what are you supposed to do and what are you supposed to unlock, and how do the games and food work, because if it's just temporal bonus, it's nothing, it's very small. You can't even idle it, because if you idle it completely, the creature will die. You have to actually actively click it. So I don't know what they actually understand by idling, but it's not clearly an idle game. It's more like Tamagotchi game. I give it 2 out of 10 because it's below standard, and I cannot recommend it. But I guess you can play the free version if you want to try, or you can try to just add it to your collection if you're crazy about games like this. But I can't really recommend it. I can only say this is below standard and this is not very fascinating. I was just grinding it for the sake of it, to check if there is anything gonna change after let's say getting 7 characters to level 3. Nothing happened, so the 8th character didn't appear. Maybe I did something wrong, maybe I missed something, and it wasn't very satisfying, to be honest. It was just well, the first character maybe, right, because I was just learning the game. Okay, what are you supposed to do? Okay, he's leveling, and then it was just the same 7 times, and I'm here and nothing changed. It's just, well, whatever. That's all I did, play the game for 2 or 3 hours and achieve pretty much nothing. Maybe they add more stuff eventually and it's gonna make it more interesting, but for now it's, well, below standard. So that was MatchyGotchy Z, and I will see you guys in the next review.